going.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. We're sitting here with our 4 interns. We have Jason, Severin, Patrick, and John.
So us 4.
Did you realize that you don't have your hard hat on?
Do you want me to go get it? Because I will. I will gladly go get the hard hat.
Thank you for getting your hard hat, John. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, you know.
You were looking a little unsafe there.
I always have to at least say.
Kids.
First question I have for the president. What's the best part of being a president?
Interesting, because I will tell you this, being in business, being the president is, the cool part of it is that you can make all the decisions, but that's also the bad part of it. Because when you're at this level, you have a lot of responsibility because you have a lot of mouths to feed and you have to keep the business going. And if I make a bad choice and it hurts the business, it hurts everybody's opportunities, including my own. So it's not just about me being the president, it's about being in charge of everything. However, as being the president, the best thing about it is I get to have my vision, what I see for the company, share with everyone, and then get your guys' input to create the ultimate elevated vision.
All right. Patrick?
What advice would you give your 22-year-old self right now?
I absolutely love that question because this is something I struggle with that I can't go back. And this is one of the reasons that most companies will get 1 intern their first time. We want to get 4, okay? Because I want to invest in you guys so much so that you guys can learn something along the way and not make the 7 billion mistakes I've made. But I think the biggest thing I'd say is throughout your career, make sure you network with as many people as you possibly can. And make sure that you get to know people, you get their contact information, you get their birthdays, you find out about their families, you invest in getting to know people, and you also do things that are outside of your comfort zone. So if you're really good at the estimating, then try to work on some project management. If you're good at this, try to really get a diversity. But the main thing is, I would say if I could go back and do it over again, I would have done a lot of networking. And also, here's a really good one for you. Every week, write down 3 items that you accomplished that week, the 3 biggest accomplishments you did that week. At the end of 52 weeks, you're gonna have 156 accomplishments. Narrow that down to the top 30 or 50 and write your boss a letter and say, I just wanna let you know I appreciate the opportunity and I wanted to share some of the accomplishments I had this year. Yes, it's self-promoting, but when you look back and you see how much you've done, you'll be amazed at what you did. And unfortunately, I didn't do that. And if that has to do with project-related stuff, take a lot of pictures so you have project pictures, and then how big the project was, what the project was about. So when you're 10 years into your career, you can say, look at all the stuff I've done, and you're not just pulling stuff out of your brain, but keep a log and really document, just like we're doing here. We're documenting the elevated journey. Document your journey.
What is your life goal? Or what is your dream?
That's a continually evolving question or answer to that question, because I would say when I was young, but when I came out of school, I said I want to be vice president of construction for a Fortune 500 company. And I did that at 32 years of age. And then I sat there and I was in my office one day and I went, this kind of sucks. I'm like, I got everything down to a certain efficiency and had a pretty good department, had good staff. So it wasn't that challenging anymore. So then I said, I want to go out and develop a construction company and build the best construction company I could. Being in that process right now, my biggest thing I want to accomplish for the remainder of my life is to influence others and bestow knowledge and wisdom that I've gotten along the way. And as I continue to learn more, continue to share that, because by no means have I arrived, but certainly you will agree that when you were 15, you operated it and you thought you knew it all. And now you're 18, the 15-year-old kind of looks silly, right? Yeah. And so I'd like to bestow that upon younger people and help them, their careers and their lives be better.
Like you're doing right now.
Right.
Exactly. You're doing.
How about you, Severin, the freshman from Purdue? Go Boilermakers.
When you want, I consider you an entrepreneur. because you started your own business and stuff. When do you know, before you start your business, when do you know your idea has some possibility to it? Like, when do you want to gamble that, like, time and money to start your own business?
I love your guys' questions because they're very thought-provoking and they're very important. And I'll tell you, the biggest thing you can do as an individual is have self-realization. Look at yourself and really, truly don't make yourself out more than you can be or less than you are. Because then you're gonna go into a business venture and you could have been a really kick-ass number 2, number 3. You could have been a vice president for somebody, but you don't have the gumption it takes to run a company. And I think that you have to have enough knowledge and you have to have enough experience that you've gone through some of the pitfalls. And unfortunately, you do this at someone else's expense, working for somebody else, but you get a certain comfort level where you look around and go, I could do this on my own. But even then, I really strongly recommend getting a mentor, because I have a mentor right now and I have a business coach, and I meet with him once a week, and it makes a drastic difference because he's bought and sold 20 companies. He's started up and owned 3 companies of his own, and just a really solid guy, and teaches me stuff so that I don't make those pitfalls. So.
Round 2.
Round 2 to John,
All
the
right.
safety man.
It's kind of a fun question.
Okay.
What's your best memory from college?
So that's kind of a tough question. No, I'd say my best memory from college is the overall experience of going to college and just going there. I went to college on a wrestling scholarship, thinking I wanted to be a history teacher and a wrestling coach. And once I got in there, I found construction, and I really got a passion for it. And just the experience, I still have friends from college. I used to, 3 of my college classmates do work for elevator construction as subcontractors. And just generally learning how to learn. I don't think you're gonna learn what's gonna be really effective in day-to-day operations from your college, but it's gonna teach you how to think, it's gonna teach you how to learn, so that once you get into your position, then you're able to catapult it that much faster. But I think just the college experience and being young and really getting away on your own for the first time.
It's good maturing, you know.
Yeah, definitely grow fast. Not the first couple of years, not so much, but after I figured a few things out, I sure did. How about you, Patrick?
What energizes you the most about Elevated?
What elevates me about Elevated is I have a belief that may sound a little strange, but I believe that God creates you to be the best possible you can be, okay? And throughout my life,